want to take a hot second to rant about Mahgdalen Rose's subscribers. You can actually hear my breakfast is frying, so we gotta make this quick. So, you see here, she did this video. She's talking about her generation hating useless wars. Now, if you don't know Mahgdalen Rose's stuff, the running theme in her videos is, we need to reach out to my generation. I'm 19 years old. This is, we have to stop trying to reach out to my generation with millennials because it's not the same generation. And basically, here's, constantly it's about ways you reach out to her generation. And normally you get, all these people who are clearly boomers because they're like, oh, young lady, you're so smart. Young lady. And yet this time, they didn't like her message. So she got a bunch of negative comments. And this was probably the worst one. This is supposedly one of our people speaking to one of our own people. And this is how he speaks to her. Looks like someone's mommy missed her Planned Parenthood appointment. I mean, what? Are you not pro-life? Because we don't talk like that on the right. I mean, come on. When you do military service, then you can open your mouth about your opinion. That's kind of the point. The point is, the men in her generation do not want to potentially be drafted into war. And just people in her generation don't want our country in a war. And you don't have to do military service to not want our country to be at war because we're the ones that pay for the wars. And it's funny how the boomers were the ones who went out and protested like crazy back when they were kids against the war against the commies. And now they're championing, that generation is championing it. And then he ends off the comment with little girl. I gave him some choice words. But, really I could have, instead of being salty like I was, it leaves me with a question. It's like, if your whole attitude is to dismiss her, little girl, if that's your whole being, why are you even following her? Why are you subscribed to her? I mean, her whole running theme is, we need to reach my generation and this is how. And then you guys turn around, and it wasn't just that comment. That was just the worst comment, especially for it was like bookended, the first part and the second part. But there were a lot of, there are some people who were interested in her tweets, but there's other people in here who, were like, you don't know anything. It's like, isn't the whole reason why you people are tuned into her because you want to hear from that generation? Her whole point is that we need to, somebody on the right, whether it's the actual, she always says the GOP. This is where I disagree with her on, because the actual Democrats are not the ones recruiting the far leftists. Organizations came in and started recruiting the far leftists, and then they're pushing their way into the Democrat Party. I say the Republicans need to have the same thing come up. We need to have people form organizations. Maybe the Walkaway is our organization. Maybe more. We do have some decent organizations. I would say Walkaway is a pretty decent organization. And then we also have Judicial Watch and Project Veritas, who really kind of help us fight the left. But maybe we need, somebody to literally do for the Republicans what the Justice Democrats does for the left, which is finding, basically for those people to be finding candidates, gather the funds, market them, get them into, solid red districts and get them to like literally primary dinosaurs. Maybe that's what we need to do. I mean, I don't know if we'd call it like the Justice Republicans or what, or maybe the Patriot Republicans would be a good name for it. Actually, the more pro-Trumpy type Republicans that get attacked by the rhinos in Queens, we call ourselves the Patriot Republicans. So maybe that's a good nickname for those Republicans to use. But basically, like, we need to do the same thing. If the GOP itself will not fight for the party and fight for the voters, then we need to get organizations to start forming and do this. Now, here's the thing. One thing is, Mahgdalen has the following. She has, let's see. She has 28,000 followers. She has the following to start organizing people and try to make this happen. And that's what we need to do. We need to start organizing people. People who are YouTubers and actually care, they need to do what they can to organize people. People need to try to connect to people in their area. Find Republican clubs in their area. If their Republican clubs are not doing anything, they need to start talking to people and just do something. People tell me all the time, oh, there's no one in my area. If I can find other Republicans in deep, dark blue New York City, if I have found them in San Francisco, wherever you are, they are there. Anyway, my breakfast is gonna burn. You can hear it sizzling. Alright, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you all next time.
People need to be awake and they need to be aware. They need to stand up against the stuff. People need to be awake. People need to be awake and they need to be aware. They need to stand up against this stuff. And it's so politically engaged.